In the ring, champion Mike Posey, television champion Corey Hollis. Chip Day, long association between these particular athletes. And right now a conversation with Chip Day preceding the match, reprising the fact, I'm assuming, that there's a strong bond and it's being established right here. This looks like it's going to be a match based on respect.
They were good friends for many months. And Chip almost is like in the Miss Elizabeth role of this one. He's just going to be in the neutral corner there.
And what a lovely girl he is.
Strawberry shortcake. This one should be a good one.
Lock up, go behind. Corey Hollis, one time known as the wrestling machine here at Rampage Pro Wrestling, and certainly defines that. Former amateur wrestler in high school. Mike Posey, of course, we've chronicled his travels, several years with World Wrestling Entertainment as an elite referee, 2 WrestleManias, spent time in TNA as both a wrestler and a referee, been solidly out on the wrestling circuit for 3 years now, held multiple titles. Now the Rampage Pro Wrestling television title taken down by Hollis effectively right there.
And these guys were a tag team a few times, too, as Alabama Attitude.
Very much so for Ring of Honor. Mike Posey, in fact, just this last weekend appeared for Ring of Honor in Charlotte, North Carolina, in a big win over Jeff Lewis.
I mean, pound for pound, you don't get much better than these two guys right here. And this is one of those matches, I mean, it makes the TV title, like, you know, of the utmost importance.
Look at Posey right there using that upper body strength, and clearly both of these young men spent a considerable time in the in the gym. I would give Corey Hollis the strength advantage between these two smaller athletes, but you can't deny that both of them are in tremendous physical shape.
Even Posey's got to respect that little counter into the waistlock there by Corey Hollis. And there you go, there's a respect shown.
Right now, back and forth between these two competitors. As a tag team, they always weren't known for following the rules, but they were known for effective double teaming and solid wrestling throughout their matches. You're seeing examples of that right here in the single competition. Now it's Posey taking down Hollis. Solid kick to the back. You could hear that across it. Nothing illegal about that. Good professional wrestling here. It's your job to wear down your opponent, try to get the win. That you're going to see the frustration etched on the face of Corey Hollis. He's going to want to make sure Posey understands he's not going to get away with it without a receipt. Now back to the ropes as Hollis thrown off by Posey. Posey gets a position a little too early, I think. Drop down. There's a drop kick. Something phenomenal going on here.
Yes, it was, and the crowd shows their approval for Corey Hollis. I'm almost a little shocked that the crowd's showing so much approval to Corey Hollis.
Reverse and a mule kick.
Nice.
A little shout out to Chip Day on that one. Now Mike Posey recognizing he's in for a fight here with this young man, Corey Hollis. Only 3 years in the wrestling business, Hollis. Mike Posey.
Oh, and now the tempers are starting to flare.
Mike Posey been in the wrestling wars for about 10 years right now, including multiple runs in the, what we would call the big leagues, and now it's broken down simply into a fight. Friendship strained by the potential of a title, taken back down again, and now Hollis is on top, and the fans are solidly behind Corey Hollis in this match.
Are you surprised by that, honestly?
Well, you have to remember that...
Posey's taking every advantage he can now.
Mike Posey started here in Rampage Pro Wrestling as a popular athlete. However, turned his back on that and aligned with a then unpopular athlete. And that sort of got him off on the wrong track, I guess, with these fans here, and it's continued to this date. Corey Hollis has always had a measure of popularity regardless of what position he's been in. Outside in, leg drop, and you see the length of that across the ring and the elevation. Mike Posey uses a version of that from the top rope as his finishing maneuver, the Alabama Jam.
This crowd is really behind Corey Hollis.
And now Mike Posey tying him up right there. We've seen that maneuver used by several athletes here at Rampage Pro Wrestling in the past. It's an effective way, but look at how Corey Hollis smartly turns into his man, minimizing the impact of the move. Posey realizing it, uses a solid forearm, picks him up, drops him down. I wouldn't be surprised if he spells his name. Spell along with him. We're up to S. E and sometimes Y.
But he doesn't go for the cover there. He has a chance to possibly beat Corey Hollis there.
I think Mike Posey has gotten distracted now by Chip Day at ringside. There appears to be some friction between this. Some of it is tied, I think, to the mysterious and somewhat absent Bent character who we've been seeing off and on throughout the weeks here on Rampage Pro Wrestling, who took out his aggressions more recently on Mike Posey. Posey still blames Corey Hollis for all that.
Yes, he does. And at the same time, I mean, Corey Hollis is, said he didn't do it, but we all know the truth of that one. And then poor Chip's has just been an innocent bystander the whole thing.
Well, you got to remember Chip Day, a former short-term television champion himself. He had the title for about 5 minutes.
That is true.
Losing it to Drew Adler.
And Chip has definitely shown his allegiance.
And now you're looking at you're hearing Mike Posey talking to Corey Hollis. I made you, boy. And there's some truth in that. When Corey Hollis got started in professional wrestling, he was taken around to various independent promotions throughout the Southeast by Mike Posey, riding partners. There's been a degree of frustration between that as each of them has gone. But Mike Posey got the opportunity, for example, to go to Ring of Honor Wrestling this last week, and Corey Hollis did not.
Professional jealousy, the titles, the bent, so much has just created friction between these guys. It's no wonder it's blown up to this one battle.
That last chop takes Posey down off his feet, but that was tactic and technique right there. Posey went down simply to do what he did afterward. Always thinking one move ahead, the game of human chess in professional wrestling, and now goes for a full abdominal stretch in the standing position.
Really wrenching on the neck there as well.
Look at he's got that one leg all the way through, forcing back, puts tremendous pressure on the ribs and on the back. Now Hollis is able to roll through into a pinning situation. Posey has to let go to get out of it, takes the leg out from Corey Hollis. Solid wrestling by both men right here. DDT on the ground, cover, just a 2 count. And now Posey using the legs, stronger than the arms, to hook the head and the arm and control Corey Hollis on the mat.
Posey talking a lot of trash in this one as well.
Now he turns him over and going to introduce him to the mat. Now he goes for a cover again. Doesn't have a lot of weight on him there with just the leg. Now rolls through. Hollis goes for the cover. Posey needs to start getting focused on the match, less on trying to make a point to the youngster, Corey Hollis.
Beautiful suplex.
May be true that Mike Posey got him started, but Corey Hollis is earning his reputation with each and every match, and he's showing that right here. But again, a drop toe hold takes Hollis into the ropes. Posey is the veteran in this particular match, and he's proving it in terms of thinking one step ahead. He's rattling the young athlete.
He's showing his experience, and then at the same time, he's also just, he knows where he's at in the ring at all times. Going back to that straight jacket chokehold. Chin lock.
Really hard to breathe on that. Also, as he pulls it across the throat, he can capture with his knuckles part of the carotid artery, make it difficult for him to get blood to the brain. Again, Hollis smartly turns in, uses his leg, gets through, chops Posey to get some distance, chops him to get some distance again, goes in, Posey comes off.
Corey had that one well scouted.
Posey was going to try for an STO, was cut off, taken over. Now both men down. This has been a grueling pace on this match here for the television title, and what a match we've had and what a show we've had so far, and we've still got another great match coming up in our main event.
You get the BFS versus Dot Gate and AJ still to come, but we are seeing the TV championship on the line right here. Corey Hollis, Mike Posey.
Posey up. Posey trying to make it more difficult for him to do anything, comes off, but this time it's Posey with a foot to the face. You could hear the impact of that over here. Comes off, but he's caught. Taken down hard by Hollis. Covers. This could be a new champ, right? No. Tremendous match here for the television title between former friends, or maybe they still are, but the heat of this action has taken its toll, and now solid blow to the chin by the foot and through. Single arm neck breaker. Cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Posey able to kick out, rolls over to the stomach. Posey, though, you can tell he's not sure where he is, but smartly he's trying to get some distance between him and Hollis. Hollis, though, the fresher man now. He's got that second wind after the early advantage Posey had. He's elevating Posey, not sure this is a good idea. Chops in, disorients Posey, now setting him up, putting him in position, not sure for what. We'll find out soon. Goes up, dangerous positioning here as he sets up a superplex kind of thing, but Posey trying to fight out. Posey using a headbutt, and he's tied up Hollis, and now Posey with a drop kick, catches him in the corner in the sort of a modified version of the trio row, elevates him into a what a maneuver.
What a maneuver!
All the way over.
And he kicks out of it.
Solid back and forth action for the television title.
Has anyone ever kicked out of the what a maneuver?
I don't know, and certainly not with the impact of that one and the progression that Mike Posey had set up. Both of these men know each other so well, and now we've got a cross-face chicken wing set, no reversal. Posey now goes for a submission, and he's got that solidly hooked.
It's the ring around the Posey, as you like to call it. Corey is not going to tap out here. Well, he actually probably can't tap out. He's just going to have to submit.
Crowd solidly behind Hollis. Hollis rolls through into a pinning. No, Hollis is reversing. Now he has Posey.
That's a cross-face chicken wing.
Popularized by Bob Backlund.
And this crowd solidly behind Corey Hollis, wanting Posey to tap out.
And Posey manages to make it to the ropes, but just barely.
A ring veteran is Mike Posey.
Step up Enziguri, catches him solidly on the side of the head. Down like a ton of bricks goes Posey. Maybe not quite a ton, but close.
Yes.
Now he's setting up for the Alabama Jam. Thinks he might have him at this point. This could be all she wrote if he hits this maneuver. He took a little too long. Posey back up and down.
He was worried about Chip Day on the outside.
And now Hollis stretching, trying to get back that, because he's waking up. Eat that, no. Cover, rolls through. We got a handful of tights on the end.
Your winner and still Rampage Television Champion, Mike Posey. Mike Posey, your winner.